So, welcome to this little price out session. Erin and I are actually going to physically do work instead of just shoot a video. So hopefully everyone can follow along. And so here we go. So the premise of this is we're going to be pricing out a home with a value conscious. Now this happens to be for someone who is building it strictly for equity growth. Okay, so there's a process that goes through. That's what we're filming, and hopefully it's helpful to those out there watching. So we will start with the community that we're looking at is a community here in Central Ohio called Glenmead, and Erin has already pulled up the information for that community. So now what we're going to do is we're going to price out the quote-unquote perfect home, and then we'll come back and we'll do the value engineering on it. So the home that we're building is a home that they build called a Bradford. Let's start out obviously with the structural changes. I want to do the 2-foot bump on the kitchen side.
Okay.
I want to do the 4-foot extension on the dining area off the kitchen. We want to put in the egress window in the basement.
Okay.
We want to do the mother-in-law suite option on the first floor in lieu of the office. We want to do the windows in the great room.
Yeah.
You know, the big oh wow feature there. We're going to do fireplace in the center. What are my other options there?
Deluxe master bath.
Let's go with the elongated shower in the master bath.
Sure. Built-in kitchen.
Yeah, we're doing the kitchen upgrade.
All right. Adding a second hall bath.
The second hall bath upstairs. Let's go ahead and put that in.
Okay.
We'll see what the cost is.
Yeah, sounds good.
Is that the Jack and Jill option? Or is it
We
just
can
a
also
hall
do a Jack and Jill. That's just adding a second hall bath. So there's one bath accessible from the hall, and then one's a private bath.
Okay. So let's do the hall and the Jack and Jill.
Okay. Sounds good.
Since we're going to be doing the mother-in-law suite, well, wait a minute. Can we do that with the laundry upstairs?
No.
So let's do the laundry upstairs. Since we're doing the mother-in-law suite on the main floor, the objective is going to be to cut off that bath down there.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense.
So let's put the laundry upstairs.
Okay.
What other standard options do I have?
2-car side load garage and a 3rd-car carriage.
We are going to do, that community requires side load, correct?
I don't believe so.
Let's do side load with a carriage.
All right.
Match the community. Hardy plank standard.
It is.
Let's put the water table stone on it. Let's see. Dimensionals are standard in that community, right?
Yep.
The elevation, we're doing the farmhouse elevation.
Correct.
Because that's going to fit the majority of the neighborhood. How much is that farmhouse elevation versus standard?
455.6, and the American Classic or the least expensive elevation is 446.4.
So about 10 grand for the farmhouse?
Yep.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Because if we put the water table on, we can class up the American Classic.
Yeah.
Or we can go full hog. Does farmhouse include the front porch?
Yeah.
Okay. But the American Classic does not.
No, much smaller porch.
So by the time I put the porch on, I'm further ahead to do the farmhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, let's put the water table in.
Sure.
We've got The 4-foot extension is the one that gets the 4 windows
Yeah.
off the back and gives us the elongated.
Well, it doesn't come with the elongated door, but anymore used to. But that's something I definitely recommend adding.
Okay, let's add that.
Mm-hmm.
We want the side window in the master.
Okay.
And then is there any other standard window placements we need to do?
Maybe in the master bath.
Yeah, let's put the transom
Okay.
above the shower, because without the tub we won't get that window.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We want to put doors on the dining room.
Okay.
Let's put the double. Let's go ahead and just go hog wild. Let's put double glass.
Okay.
Trade ceiling in the master.
Mm-hmm.
Is crown molding standard in the dining room?
The tray ceiling is, but not the crown molding.
So the tray ceiling is standard, but the crown
In the
molding
dining
is
room.
optional. Let's go ahead and add that since we're pricing out the dream
Yeah.
home. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other structurals that I should be thinking about?
Bath rough-in in the basement.
Yes, obviously. Yes, definitely.
Gas line to the cooktop.
Yes, for sure.
What else?
Once we do the deluxe kitchen, we get the island and everything, correct?
The island comes standard.
Okay. That's a flat island, correct?
It is a flat island.
Okay.
Could do cubbies in the mudroom instead of the mudroom closet.
Let's skip that because we're actually going to do some customs over there.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're going to put the cabinets now in the mudroom.
Cool.
Is a standard option putting a door from the garage to the hallway? Would that be a standard pricing option?
From the carriage garage to the hallway?
No, we're going to take the, keep in mind, we're going to have two doors off of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have the one going into the mudroom, which is going to become the kitchen. And then we're going to come from the rear of the side load garage
Oh, I see.
into the hallway.
Gotcha. No, that would definitely be a custom option.
Okay, so we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an equal thing, we're going to do it on both homes.
Cool.
The tray ceiling in the master is an option, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it?
I think we've covered most of it.
So now we need to look at finishes.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do white cabinets,
Yeah.
granite countertops. We're going to do granite in the bathrooms.
Okay.
We're going to do the elongated toilets,
Mm-hmm.
the taller elongated ones. We're going to do crown in the dining room. It's not going to be a dining room when we're done with it. We're going to put crown in there. We're going to do crown in the tray in the master.
Okay.
Any place else we need crown? We don't need crown in the great room, right?
No, I don't think so. Could do a coffered ceiling in the great room though.
Actually, yeah, let's price in the coffered ceiling. Yeah, the railing, we're going to do the metal spindle railing with the white cap top.
All right.
Stainless package in the kitchen with microwave over wall oven, cooktop, dual stainless with the bottom drawer fridge.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to reconfigure the pantry in this. You and I have talked about this, and because we need to find a half bath,
Right.
so we probably don't want to put the cabinets in the butler pantry because we're going to be doing away with the butler pantry. Okay, so flooring, we're going to do engineered, probably level 3 engineered
Okay.
hardwood, entire main floor.
All right.
So I'll let you get all those in. I know you have to do each
One room at a time. Yep.
Actually, while you're marking them, we're going to do hardwood to the entire house. So first floor, second floor, hardwood treads.
Well, we have to do second floor as a custom option, and they don't let us do hardwood on the stairs. We have to do poplar stairs and stain them to match as close as we can.
Okay, we're going to change that so we don't need to send the custom in.
Okay.
But we'll probably end up doing hardwood in the hallways, hardwood in the master. So we probably want to upgrade the carpet pad in the bedrooms. And let's go ahead and take the level 2 carpet in the bedrooms.
Okay.
Except the master. The master will eventually get hardwood. You say that's a custom request.
Yeah.
So don't bother pricing the upgrade in the master for this price up.
Okay.
Does the upgrade on the kitchen include crown on the cabinets?
No.
Do you have pricing for that?
I know it's not very much, but that gets done through the design center, so we don't have pricing here.
Okay. So for those who are watching, I'm walking through this house in my head and pricing in the options that the buyer who wanted the premium house is going to price in. So what Erin is doing right now is plugging in these premium items so that we can see the pricing on them. Number one, if we're going to do it ourselves, we want to know what the builder would charge versus what we can get it done for. Number two, sometimes the pricing surprises you. Sometimes the pricing is very affordable and it's an item you do want to include, as opposed to, you know, all of the machinations after close. Is that standard concrete drive?
Nope, that is an upgrade. That's a good one to do.
Yeah, we need to do the concrete drive. Concrete's cheaper than blacktop right now. You shouldn't charge me for it.
We shouldn't.
For everyone watching, start softening up the sales rep now. Garage door openers standard in that series.
They're not in the Homestead series.
So let's put the garage door openers, the MyQ garage door openers, each individual room. And you're like, you're going to take all this out, aren't you?
Takes a long time.
Door between that hallway and the mother-in-law, or between the great room and the mother-in-law suite is going to be a custom, correct? Okay. We're around what price?
About $607.
And that's including about 30,000 in custom options.
Correct.
That's the craziness we're going to do at the design center, adding electrical, doing all the crazy stuff. Right? So 607. What's the average home sale price in the community?
620, 630s maybe.
So even a decked out house, this is going to be on the lower end.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Of that community. Lot premiums?
Ranging from 0 to 30,000.
Now let's look at lots. Did you put me on a 0 premium?
I haven't put a lot premium in yet, so effectively yes.
Okay. What are our lot options?
Well,
don't put me across from the ball field because, well, I just don't think we can get a premium price
right.
with all the parking in front.
Oh, that makes
I don't have
sense.
anything against ball fields, but it does get pretty packed up over there. For those who are watching, I live close to this community, so I'm familiar with the traffic patterns and everything else. There's a big ball field that's very popular, and when we're looking at building for value, people are either going to really, really love that ball field or they're really, really going to hate it. And it's probably 50-50. So when we're looking at speccing this out, we want to put it where at least 80% of the people are going to like it. Not everybody's going to like water, but a lot of people will. But about 50% of the people won't like all of the parking in front of their house during the ballgame. And 50% are going to be like, cool, I can watch the ballgame from my bedroom window. We want to appeal to the largest.
Right.
So what lot are we looking at?
I
Is there a
would
map
say,
online?
yeah. I don't know if it's actually on our website, but I'll email it to you just in case.
It doesn't have numbers on it.
Oh, this one does.
Okay. What are my options?
So anything that starts with 21 is 0 premium.
That's It's up by the ball field.
And then
Although it's $21.99 sold.
that is where the model's going.
Oh, that's right. They just did that.
So if we're looking at a
2200 is beside the model, and that's on the pond. What's premium on it?
that one, it's like hold for future model, they won't sell it.
Okay.
For $5,000 premiums though, we have actually zero, 2406 and 2410, and the 2411 is 5.
I need to pull this just 2405 is the zero premium?
2406.
2406, that's at the end of the drive.
And 2410 is also 0.
That's at the end of the drive. Although that's not going to be a busy drive. So 2410 is a possibility, so let's keep that on the list. What are my $5,000 premiums?
2411.
That's definitely high on the list. That's 2 in from the community that I live in, but it's not on the end of the drive coming out. Going back to 2410, what's the orientation of the garage?
It is left, and that one cannot be flipped, and a side load is required.
Side load required on the left, looking at the house. So 2410 ain't gonna work if this is correct. 20. I'm not a fan of 2406, so let's take that off the list. So we're gonna 2411. Okay. Is there anything in the 22s still available? 2210 perhaps?
Those are all sold.
2209, 08, 07, all sold.
So, I don't think any of those were our lots.
Those are all south facing. I think everything on the north facing is sold,
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case.
but on the south facing, there's nothing in the 22s left over.
Nope.
So we're all up in the 24s. Out of curiosity, 2419, 2418 premiums are
2419's 25,000 and 2418 sold, but it was 30,000.
okay. What are my premiums on 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29? Those should all be about the same, probably.
Those are all 15 to 20.
Really? Okay. And then along the top, the 4, 5, 6 through 12, we've got the 2 0 premium lots. What are the premiums on everything except 2411?
Those are all 10.
13 through 17, all backs on the tree line.
So actually 17 is 15, but the rest are 10.
17 is 15, the rest are 10. So we're not going to have a lot of arbitrage on the lot premiums. So it's going to be house,
Yeah.
because those 2 heavy premiums are like massive lots. Big wedge-shaped lots. The rest of them are pretty straightforward. None of them require lookout.
Nope.
None of them are obviously set up for walkout. It's pretty
Nope.
flat over there. Okay. Okay, so let's look at 2411. Let's use 2411 as our target for our second house that we're going to price out. How much is 2407?
It is 10,000.
2412?
Also 10,000.
Well, you're just no help.
I'm sorry.
You said 09, 08, also 10,000.
Uh-huh.
Everything on the tree line is 15,000. You said one of them was cheaper? You say 13 was cheaper? 14?
13 and 14 are 10.
15, 16, 17, or 15?
15 sold, 16 is 10, and 17 is 15. And then 19 is 25.
So if we're going to do a 10, let's do 24, 15.
Okay.
Is that anything special?
Well, that one's sold. So
12?
12 is 10,000.
13?
Also 10,000.
13, we can do a side load. Is that a side load mandatory?
Nope.
We can do a side load, it's a corner lot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's, but you're going to charge me for the side load even if I'm on a quarter, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let's do 24, 14.
Okay.
So let's just keep that in the back of our mind for next one. So 2411 will be the lot for this Bradford. It's $5,000 premium. That puts us at 611.
Yeah.
And the average house that's selling in here is 625-ish.
That is correct.
So even at builder pricing, we are at or below neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, that has all the makings for good news, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay. Okay. What else do we need to add to this? You're designing for the perfect person. You're designing for Erin. You're going to build out this pimped out house. You're going to really deck it out. We already popped the extension on, both the extension on the back and the extension on the side. Oh, do you happen to know to move the garage forward and bring the carriage so you can access the carriage from the main garage? Do you happen to have a ballpark pricing on that?
That I don't know.
Shouldn't be too awful expensive, should it?
So move the garage forward, like out, like I'm making the garage itself deeper, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're going to move the side load so that you can get a walkway to the carriage.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know how much that would be. It should be doable though.
But it shouldn't be too stupidly priced.
I wouldn't think.
Do we run into snout garage limitations because of that? No, the Bradford has a straight across garage, right?
Yeah. No, should be fine.
If we were doing a 3-car side load garage on a Bradford, we'd have a snout.
Yeah.
So to explain to the people, a snout garage is where the garage pushes past the front of the house, and some communities don't allow that. That's one of the reasons. Number one, that you do a side load and a carriage garage, so that you don't have any issues with passing zoning requirements, especially in a neighborhood like this where the requirements are going to be a little bit stronger. Farmhouse elevation, we don't have to worry about shingles, we don't have to worry about anything else on the exterior. That pretty much gives us our price out, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have Erin print this so that we have a record of it, unless she wants to start a whole new house, which I doubt she does. But we're going to print this out, we're going to look at the pricing of each option, and then we're going to start backing things out for the actual build for a high equity value property. And so you start out with the dream home, and then you back down. So we'll be back in just a few once we get that printed out and I get a chance to look at it. Okay, so for those watching at home, I now have the printout of the quote-unquote perfect house, the ideal house, and we are going to go through this now and do some value engineering. I've had a chance to look this over, so I'm not going to be boring everybody with my ramblings. So what Erin and I are going to do now is we're going to take out the things that don't make sense for the builder to do. There's some specialties around this that might not make sense for everybody. So keep in mind, this is general entertainment and advice, or general entertainment and information, not advice. Contact me and I'll actually represent you and we'll fit what meets your needs. Okay, so on this price out, we priced out this ideal house. Here are the items we're going to remove now. We need to remove the appliance package, both the refrigerator and the other appliance package.
All right.
For what it's worth, those at home, that's almost $8,000, which you should be able to get better than $8,000 going out and buying appliances on your own. We're going to leave the ductwork in for the direct vent. The window package we're going to leave in the great room because that's structural. You can't really change that. Although I do believe that we're going to get rid of the transom above the fireplace because he'll probably do a custom treatment of the entire face. So let's remove the transom above the fireplace.
Deal.
I'm not removing that transom for purposes of cost. I'm removing it because we can get a better value by doing a treatment all the way up a 2-story great room and get a lot of wow factor out of it. That's why I'm removing that. We're going to take out the double French door.
Okay.
Can we do the rough on that as a different size?
Yeah.
Without incurring a cost?
There'll be a little cost, but not much.
Okay, so let's take the double French door out.
Sure.
For what it's worth, that's $1,700. You can do that a lot cheaper than $1,700. The egress window we're going to leave in. Much too difficult to do after the fact. Slider we're leaving in. Stone water table is actually cheap. Let's go ahead and go back to first level cabinets in the kitchen.
Okay.
So we're going to remove the half bath cabinets. We're going to remove the kitchen, the master. I think that's the only 3, right? Yep. We're going to leave the carpet, actually. That's very reasonable for the upgrades in the carpet. Did we upgrade the pad?
We did.
Okay, good. Helpful tip for those at home, even if you put cheap carpet in, if you put the nicer pad in, it will feel like better carpet. So just a little inside tip. We're going to take out all the hardwood.
Okay.
So the den guest room, the kitchen and dinette, the great room, the dining room, and the 4-foot extension. We're going to remove the hardwood from all of those.
All right.
For those watching at home, that is approximately $16,000 in upgrades. We can definitely do that level of hardwood with many more choices for a lesser cost after the fact. Believe it or not, we're going to leave the crown molding in the dining room because that's about the cheapest I've ever seen crown molding. I can't buy crown molding for that price, so we're going to leave that. That normally is something that we would remove, but the pricing on this one, case study, the pricing on this is quite frankly about the same price as what the materials would cost me. We're going to remove granite.
Okay.
So the built-in kitchen and level 2 granite, the master bath granite, and the guest bath granite are all going to get deleted.
Okay.
You said that comes with cultured marble as standard in the community?
I thought it did. I'll have to double check on that. But...
Okay. And we're going to remove the half bath granite. Now, my goal in doing all of these things was to give enough margin for this to be an investor-friendly build. So now Erin is going to give me the great news that I did that. Right? Okay, so what's our number?
I'm not there yet. Takes a while to get all this stuff out.
While Erin's doing that, the price out we had on this particular home was $609,510. Quote unquote, the perfect house, the typical consumer would buy. And now we're going to see where the arbitrage is in this. We're going to see how much lower that price is versus what this build out was, because this is what the typical consumer will build. What we just priced out is what the typical value priced consumer will build. Neither way is right or wrong. It is just a difference of perspective and how much work you're willing to do to gain equity in a home.
All right, ready for the total?
Ready?
$565,000, $695,000.
Okay, we need to get about $10,000 or $15,000 more.
Like go down $50,000 more?
10 or 15 down.
Gotcha. Okay. So then.
So I had a goal, and that goal is to get it to a particular point. Now we're going to move to do even more value engineering to get that magic difference. And this is where the collaboration with a good sales rep and a good realtor will make the partnership. Erin, of course, works for the builder, but given that she works for the builder, that doesn't mean that she can't do what's in the best interest of the client at the same time. So keep in mind that while it does have to be a win-win situation, that there's absolutely nothing wrong with asking the sales rep or your realtor to help you to get to your goal. So now the question is, where can we rip up about $10,000-ish?
Well, why don't you take out the deluxe master bath and then just do, it's a pretty big shower. Just do some upgraded tile work and upgraded glass.
Okay, so we'll take the tub out. How big is the shower?
It's 60 by 36.
60 by 36, include a seat?
No, but it's not super expensive to add a seat.
Okay, so let's do the elongated shower.
Okay.
We already put the transom in, correct? So that's not any additional cost.
Nope.
And pricing for the tile is at the
yeah, I mean, I can add
side.
in like some nicer tile, just kind of as a ballpark, but probably looking at $800 versus almost $6,000.
Yeah, let's do that.
You could take the stone off the front too if you wanted.
For now, let's see if we can find it someplace else, because that curb appeal is very attractive.
Yeah.
Or perhaps we could limit on that design. Is there a way to limit that and lower the cost, or no?
I don't think it would lower the cost significantly if you did.
Especially on a side load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be more.
Okay. Ceiling heights on the second floor are 8-foot standard.
Correct.
So we definitely want the angled tray in the master. Did we get rid of the transom above the fireplace? Did we get rid of the window above the fireplace?
Oh, no, I forgot about that.
Ha.
And what about the, let's see, the 2-foot side extension? It's not a bad option to have, but it's not one that we sell a ton of.
Yeah, if we're going to reconfigure though to get that half bath in there,
I see.
I think we're going to have to keep
I gotcha, okay.
that 2-foot plus that grand feeling in the kitchen and great room.
Okay.
I think that's...
Garage door openers.
Oh, yeah,
there.
definitely. Helpful tip to those who are watching. Garage door openers from builders are expensive. We all can make the argument that it's crazy that they don't include garage door openers, but we have to deal with reality. It is what it is. By eliminating those garage door openers, again, you open up choices. You get more choices of garage door openers. But for what it's worth, the garage door openers price, I could put in garage door openers with cameras, with motion detectors, all on smart home devices for less than what the standard garage door opener costs. So yes, we would eliminate the garage door.
Okay. Well, we're now at $560 and $35.
So that's close.
Mm-hmm.
That's close. So $560 and $35.
Now you could keep the upgraded carpet pad and take out the upgraded carpet, because even with the standard carpet, there are still 4 color choices you can choose from.
Yeah.
They're not terrible.
For the upgrade prices aren't that expensive though.
Yeah, they're not bad.
And by being able to put in the variegated carpet colors, that'll be much more appealing to people.
True.
The only other real things we could change would be structural. And I really don't think we need to change any structural items on this house.
Yeah.
If we weren't doing the half bath, I would agree the 2-foot extension, which the 2-foot extension is not cheap. But if we're trying to squeeze in a half bath
Right.
into space that we're stealing away from someplace else, we would make the pantry so small
Yeah, that's true.
that it would be untenable.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep that for now. Obviously the client will make the ultimate decision, but I think we're going to try to, we need that additional square footage, and the addition of the mother-in-law suite compared to the cost of the expansion, I think we net gained, both in saleability and value. Okay, so we'll submit to the client at the $560.35.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes $30,000 in custom upgrades.
Correct.
So to explain to people watching at home, we built into this quote $30,000 in special customs. The chances of us actually spending that $30,000 are not high, but that's a good roundabout estimate that when you're doing wall moves and you're changing this and you're adding a half bath in an area that doesn't have a half bath, when you're doing those kinds of things, you want to build in an allowance that is generous. So then when you spend less than that, you're pleasantly surprised. You don't want to break the bank by putting in, well, we're going to do $10,000 in custom upgrades. And then you put in $20,000. Now you broke the bank for $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we are doing $30,000 in upgrades, and honestly, I think we'll be somewhere around $18,000 to $20,000 in customs, probably. There are quite a few changes we're making to this particular house. So we went from $609,510 to $560,035. The client will probably make additional adjustments to this. But once everything is all said and done, this house will be, even if we built this house as it is, we would be looking at almost $50,000 in equity in the house just by being smart in how you do the upgrades. So I hope everybody found this to be helpful. We'll do another one of these and we'll just do a summary video of the next one. But this will give you an idea of how you can build smart. You don't necessarily have to build big. You don't necessarily have to build opulent to get big and opulent without spending that kind of money. So again, I hope you found this to be enjoyable. Please like, share, subscribe, send up smoke signals, let everybody know. I want to thank Erin Edwards, our wonderful builder representative, for helping us to put this whole thing together. And we'll see you in the next video.